like it'll take 40 podcasts for us to dig into the concept of white fear dealing with black people to where you was even that trigger happy in the first place. That's a whole, you can do a college course on where that fear comes from and everything that comes with dealing with black people when it comes to white people, you know what I'm saying? But just to tailor the story, it's just another indirect, to me at least, signs of racism, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that doesn't even have to be like, a lot of people think that racism can only be like calling somebody the N-word. No, there are echoes of racism that ain't even a racist act. It's just from the echoes of racism. It doesn't even have to be somebody acting racist or doing something racist towards you. It's just the way that a racist system was built. There are vague echoes that affect people, which for the majority of the part is us in this system, you know what I'm saying? And going to your defunding the police, I will say I have tossed and turned in my mind with that concept so much. I done said defund the police a billion times, and it's funny because 3 days ago I was at a red light and I was just looking at this cop car beside me, and it said "Protect and Serve" on the side of the car. You know how I said it on there. I was just literally just looking. Yeah, I was just literally just looking at the car, and I was like, "Who is this for?"
Right.
This ain't like, there's no way this is for us. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, maybe they should segregate police stations. I was like, maybe they should you can only police your own neighborhood. You have a police station. It is government funded. Everybody's police station is government funded. This is me trying to find answers. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, is it just as simple as just wiping them off? It's like, all right, well, who's going to protect? There's going to be some type of police state, whether it's us doing it or anybody doing it. And I'm like, all right, let me reflect on it. This is me just quick shooting in my mind at a red light, looking at this cop car. So you can picture that. I'm like, maybe we should segregate police stations. You can only police your own neighborhood. If you get caught in other people's neighborhood, there should be some type of fine or even some type of like serious like situation with a police officer. So I am definitely like,
that makes sense.
I'm on the defund police thing, but I'm also not oblivious to like trying to figure out like, all right, well, if it's not gonna happen, what else could we do? Maybe maybe it should be they should segregate the police station, and you can only police your own neighborhood. And if you stop somebody of another race, you have to wait till somebody of that race to get there to continue on with there being like a witness of it. Since racial issues is so bad here, if a white person pull over a black person, they have to wait for a black officer to get there. That don't mean that they got to leave afterwards, but a black officer has to be there to deal with that black person.
I like that idea, damn.
And vice versa. And vice versa.
Yeah.
And depending on how that go, I might be like, all right, well, since people are still dying, black officers, when they get there, the white officer got to leave. Bring in more backup of black officers to deal with the issue of a black person. Because the reason why I say that is because when a lot of these people, when you see like these white men who are shooting schools up and all, movies up and all of this shit, or they're pointing guns at the cop, and the cop is running from these niggas. Like the cop are like turning around, trying to tase them. And
crazy
shit. They chasing the cop around the car, and the reason why is because the cop sees a little bit of himself in that person. He sees his cousin, he sees his brother, he can see his mom, he can see his sister. That's why they're not so quick to kill them, because they see a little bit of themselves in that person. So when you dealing with us, have us come deal with us, because we see what you do a lot of times. When you deal with your own, you don't execute them like you do us. And the reason is because from a psychological standpoint, you see yourself in that person. You know what I'm saying? So maybe, I don't know, maybe we need to pitch that up to somebody and see if we can get
definitely. That's a great idea. That's one of the best ideas I don't heard in a while. Yeah, so I mean, we talked about it. I had a great time just conversing with you. So we're about to wrap it up. I just want to say thank you so much. It's been a long time coming, y'all. I've been trying to get him on here for a minute.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. We've just been trying to get our schedules on the same page. So thank you so much again. And before we head out, though, I just want to say one more time, Jaylon Musa. Go ahead and tell the listeners about where we can, follow you. We got some new music. Where can we listen to your music?
Yeah, for sure. So Jaylon Musa, and it's spelled Jaylon Musa, Musa. You can follow me on all platforms by that name. Definitely check out my current work on any DSP. You could just type in the name that I just spelled out for you. And right now, I'm just working on an album, but also just trying to hone my sound, but also trying to maintain who I am as a person and all of this. You know what I'm saying? With the world's moving so fast, so I'm an artist, but I'm also just trying to create opportunities for myself also outside of artistry as well. So, but yeah, definitely music coming soon. And yep, that's it.
And once again, you guys, like I said, I checked out some of his music. You're very talented. You have an amazing sound. So I know I'm gonna see you on TV one of these days. I'm gonna see you up there.
For sure.
And I would love to have you back on one of these days again and just speak on some other stuff. And so I just want to say thank you guys for listening, and thank you again, Jaylon, for coming out. And that's it. We gonna call it a day, y'all.
All right. Yeah. You have a good night.
You can't educate us. We know you drop crack in the hood to blow our families up. It didn't detonate us. As you can see, it didn't separate us. All it really did was elevate us. You can't kill the original people of the earth. Is you fucking crazy? I am a god in the flesh. I got the blood of a slave. Look at the black on my skin.